one of the things we talk about getting distracted and being pulled away from what we're focused on. And focus, as we talked before, is about something that is very important to seek success. But distractions can be one of those things that causes us not to stay focused. And we allow these distractions in multiple ways. When a company's growing, they can get into what we call the ecosystem of growth, where they start to add other niches that actually have their own focus. They have their own managers running those businesses, and those managers are focused on those businesses. They have their own P&Ls, and they're all set up properly. They're done the right way. The problem comes sometimes when we then allow some of those other businesses to be drain resources from another business. Probably one of the best analogies of that in nature is what we call a sucker tree. And in my book, Is Your Business Sick?, I talk about this. I talk about how the sucker tree is a parasite on a tree. And what it does is it attaches to the base of the tree, and it actually robs the resources from that tree. And when it's done, it can actually hollow out the tree and cause the tree to be, have to be cut down and destroyed. And so sometimes that happens in businesses or in our lives as well. We allow people to rob resources from us. And it's not just a business thing. It's actually on a personal level as well, where we let people latch onto us and just take. They just keep taking. And we don't even know it. My wife reminds me that sometimes I can be such a giver that it hurts me, right? And what do we mean by that? Simon Sinek has actually it's not Simon Sinek, it's somebody else, but they have a really good TED Talk on givers, takers, and matchers, and how takers kind of act as that sucker tree. And when they latch on you, a giver doesn't know they've been attached to, right? And before they're done, they're just, they're drained. They're just done. And I always say one thing worse than a taker is a burned out giver. I mean, they become crotchety old people like really fast, right? That's one of the things we got to protect against. But this sucker tree takes those resources from you personally, can take these resources from your businesses, and before you know it, you're left with ruin because you allow those resources to be stolen. In businesses, we got to protect from that. We can't take money from one company and put it in another. We can't take people. And a lot of times, it's probably the biggest thing that I think people give grace on in this, and it hurts most, is they don't realize how much they are a resource to a business or to people in their life, and they allow their time to be robbed, right? To be siphoned away, if you will. And before they know it, they're out. They're down and out. They don't have time left. They don't have energy left to fulfill what they wanted to set out to fulfill.